Oh my word. Okay, I guess the first thing to ask you guys that are here, hi, can you hear me? I need to make sure my microphone is working on my computer. Good morning from Melbourne. Very cool. So in the chat, can you guys hear me? I need to make sure. I don't know how to make sure. Okay, good. Paula, you say yes, you can hear me. Good, good, good. Hi, friends. Oh my word. People are here. I'm so excited. You can see me, and now you can hear me. Okay. Hello. Yay, Debbie. Oh my word, I'm so excited. So I'm going to let you guys know the reason, well, I've been wanting to try going live for a while and just never tried it. So I'm like, let's just dive right in and give it a go and see what happens. Hi, guys. I'm super duper close to 5,000 subscribers. I'm like 80 something away. And I'm planning something very exciting for when I hit 5,000, and that's going to be live with some friends. So tonight, I'm just using the YouTube feature live, not another separate streaming device. So I'm going to test it out with this, and then maybe test it out with another streaming app to see what works best, because I don't think you can add new people on the YouTube one. So tonight it'll just be me. We're just going to hang out. We're going to read together a little bit, just chat. Do you guys all have a comfy drink? I have a new mug that I got from the Currently Reading podcast. Bookish friends are the best friends. I thought that would be appropriate for tonight. And thanks, Sherry. Yeah, guys, remember to hit the thumbs up. It's like the Currently Reading podcast, Bookish Friend. I subscribe to them on Patreon. So I thought this Bookish Friends mug would be perfect. I have hot cider in there tonight. Perfect fall drink. It's really hot right now. But I'll put it on this side. Bookish friends are the best friends. Because you guys are my bookish friends. Oh man, it's wicked hot. I gotta let that cool a little more. Yes, it has been, we're not at the peak here in Virginia for colors. I went out for a walk this afternoon and there's some beautiful trees, but there's still a ways to go, which is exciting. I saw some of my friends in Wisconsin or something who had snow. I think it was somewhere in the Midwest they had snow this week. Crazy. See some coffee, hot cocoa, some water. What is everybody reading tonight? I have a problem. If you guys follow me for a long time, you know I like to read lots of books all at once. So I'm in the middle of 3, but for tonight, I'm picking up a totally different one. Go figure. So let me just show you what I'm reading right now. And you guys can put in the chat what you guys are reading so I can see. I see some Mary Barton, go Victober. Christy, I just finished Wives and Daughters, and I loved it so, so much. I loved it so much. It was so good. But I'm reading Long Walk to Freedom, Nelson Mandela's autobiography. It's humongous. I'm only like 100 pages in, and I started it in August, but I kind of didn't read it at all in September. So I did read some of that today. And then I'm doing 2 buddy reads, Broken Girls, which I think might be my first ever adult ghost story. I don't know, it's too creepy to read at night, but I'm buddy reading this and I'm way ahead of my buddy. So I'm waiting on that. And then An Echo in the Darkness, which is a sequel to The Voice in the Wind. It's a Christian fiction, historical fiction set in the Roman time period. And I'm ahead of my buddy on that one. So I didn't want to pick either of those up. So I'll show you what I am reading in just a second. I just want to see what some people are reading. Love Unexpected. Yes, Ambi, rainy nights are the best reading nights. Giver of Stars. Oh, and that. Let me see. Death of Mrs. Westaway. Ooh, that was good. I read that earlier this month. Six of Crows and a Spanish language rom-com. Fun. Villette, Hunting Party. Ugh, I'm scared of the Broken Girls. It's like I don't believe in ghosts, so part of me like wants to believe that there's something else going on besides just so I don't know. We'll see when I get there. Yay for Wives and Daughters. Fun, Marie. I have never read any of Ella Montgomery's journals. That's something I would like to get to someday, but I've never done that. Kristen Hanna. Sarah, I know you're like me with all of your multiple books all at once. Sundown Motel. Oh, you loved that one. Good, good. Awesome. One by one. Nancy, I'm not sure Ruth Ware is for me. I liked Death of Mrs. Westaway better than Woman in Cabin 10, but I'm still not convinced she's for me. The guest list was cool. in a creepy, stormy island wedding, people die kind of way. Wives and Daughters is so good. I feel like I missed so much. Sorry, everybody wrote all at once. Rainy, Crime and Punishment. Girl, that is a massive book. Christy, you do need, I think you will love Wives and Daughters. It's really good. Molly Gibson is one of my favorite characters of all times right now. Okay, so currently, well, tonight I decided to pick up The One and Only Bob. Middle grade, written in verse. Like, I'm going to fly through this book. And I loved The One and Only Ivan. And I don't think I've read a middle grade yet this month. I try to read one. I like to try to read one every once in a while. So I'm going to be reading this one in a little bit. But I feel like we'll, what time is it? 8:07. Maybe at like 8:15, we'll do a 15-minute reading sprint. So grab your books, get a drink. But until then, we'll just chat and hang out. The book I'm reading is a taboo read. Oof, no thank you. Yeah, I have high hopes for The One and Only Bob. Although the thing is, I looked at the beginning. I'm not a dog person. Not much of an animal person. I'm a zoo animal person, but not much of a dog person. And at the beginning, it's all this like doggy vocabulary and glossary. I'm like, oh, I don't know. But I love Catherine Applegate, and I trust her to write a book that I'm going to love. We'll see. Vampire on the Orient Express. Well, that sounds like a fall book, Elizabeth. For those talking about Wives and Daughters, I also just finished it. Bobby Sue, I see that you just finished it as well. And then perfect timing, put the video on hold from my library, and it came in like just before I finished it. So it was like motivation to finish it. And then yesterday and the day before, I watched 2 episodes, like one of those miniseries, 4-part miniseries. So I watched 2 on Thursday night and 2 on Friday morning, and finished the movie and loved the movie. Oh man, so good. I mean, the book is obviously always better, but I did love the movie. For those of you who've seen lives before, do you know, this is like totally a technical question and I can do my homework, but do you know what streaming service they used to do the live? It's totally a side note, random. I'm just so concerned about it. I feel like my webcam is a little fuzzy too. I should probably invest in a good one. Yay. I can't believe so many people are here. StreamYard. Okay, that's the one I've heard about, Rainy. Thank you. And moderators for the chat. I agree. Sherry, that will be helpful, especially because the next one I want to do is going to have a couple people. We might be able to kind of take turns and like chat amongst the chat. And I need to learn how to, I don't know if it's in StreamYard where you could put the some comments at the bottom of the screen. I don't think you can do that on YouTube. I don't think you can do anything extra on YouTube. But it's okay. It's this, you guys are my practice night. I probably will do a couple more before I get to 5,000. For those of you who just came in late, very close to 5,000 subscribers on my channel, and I'm hoping to do a live, like something special with a couple other friends. And this is just practice so that I can learn before then. I love it. Sorry for the pauses because I'm reading all the comments. Midnight Library. I've seen that around. Catherine, did you like? You said it was so good. I'm currently reading The Paris Hours. Rainey, you'll be glad to know I decided on a crochet project, which I'll be starting when the weather gets a little colder. I'm going to make not a buffalo plaid, but like the black, white, gray plaid that looks like buffalo plaid blanket. I'm very excited. I'll put a picture of it at some point. You can't do that right now. Actually, I can find it on my phone and show you. 50 people are here. Hi, guys. Get ready to read, because in a few minutes, like at 8:15, I'm going to set a little timer on my phone, and we're going to do a little 15-minute reading sprint and see, see how much you read together. Here's the blanket I want to do. It's a textured gingham. It's called, textured gingham. And it has the black, white, and charcoal. This one has charcoal. I'm debating if I want to do black or charcoal, but I love it. I'm very excited. And it's not granny squares, so I don't have to attach them all together. It's just one blanket, which I like. So that's what I'm going to be making. Yay! Oh yeah, Dewey's is happening right now. Are any of you guys participating in Dewey's 24-hour readathon? I have done the last two, but I'm not doing this one. I kind of missed the boat and remembered about it too late. I've never been able to get more than, I think the first Dewey's I did pretty good. I think I got 15 hours in the 24, and then the last one I think I only did 12, which is still amazing. 12 hours in one day is pretty good, but it's a lot of fun. There's a lot of people who participate. I should have some music or something in the background for when we read. Yeah, I suppose like every weekend is like a Dewey's 24-hour not for me, because I don't do a lot of stuff right now with COVID. I don't go a lot of places. I try to get outside if it's nice out, but I have been to one restaurant. Last week I went to my first restaurant in 7 months, sat outside on the patio. But it's crazy. So I feel like every weekend is cozy reading night for me. Okay, it's 8:15. I'm going to set my timer on my phone for 15 minutes. Grab your books. This is going to be like strange for people who come in the middle because it's going to get quiet in here, but let's read. Oh, I'm Cheryl. I'm reading The One and Only Bob. Grab your books. You're currently reading book. Get a drink or a snack or not, and we're going to read for 15 minutes. And then we'll check in and share some things about what we just read. You guys ready? Set? Here we go. Time's up. How'd it go, everybody? That was our first little 15-minute sprint. Come on back. 57 of you are here. Hello. Had a couple join in while it was really quiet. Sorry about that. 13 pages, Nikki, that's fantastic. This book is written in kind of long, I don't know what you call it, long form verse. There's like, it's verse, but so I read like 47 pages. But I just wanted to read this sentence. I love Catherine Applegate's writing. She does such a good job at mixing like heartfelt and funny. I feel like kids love her books, but adults can love them too because it's just so cool. Listen to this sentence. It's talking about dogs and how they can smell and hear really, really well. And it says, we smell feelings too. Sad has a sharp scent with an undertone of sweetness. Sad smells like being lost in a winter forest as the sun goes down. Oh. And then happy is the best, but there's a touch of wistfulness around the edges. Happy smells like bacon ice cream served up in an expensive leather shoe. You're going to love every minute of it, but you know it won't last forever. Oh, she's just so good. I love it. Rainy, let's see. Let me go back up. 14 pages, chapter 8. Good job, guys. Nice. Double multitasking. Rainy, good job. Feel like I was just getting started. I know. I do 15-minute sprints all the time. That's kind of how I read. It's why I can read multiple books at once because I set a timer almost always when I'm reading. I sit and read for 15 minutes and then I get up and do something else or change books or change gears or whatever. So that's how I read multiple things. Hi, Katie. I don't know. I was thinking an hour. I started at 8, so maybe another half hour or so. Maybe more if we're having fun. I don't have anything else to do tonight except read. So if you guys want to keep reading with me, I'm down with that. So yeah, you are an hour earlier where you are. So go take care of your kiddos and put them to bed. Okay. So if you were teleported to the book that you were just reading, where would you be right now? If right now you got teleported to the book where you are, I'm somewhere in the Midwest. I forget where this takes place. At a murder scene, Nikki. Not cool. Korea, San Francisco, Colorado, Singapore. Fun. More of Dr. John swooning. I've never read Villette, Bobby. Victorian London, Kentucky, Iceland. A cheap apartment in Russia. Nice. London and Glasgow. In a cornfield in the Midwest. Yikes. Oregon, PEI. Winner, chicken dinner. Guys, last month when I was reading all my L. Montgomery books, I literally went online, looked up Airbnbs, looked at prices of flights, looked up things to do in Prince Edward Island. I was legit planning a trip. And then I was like, wait a minute, I can't go to Canada right now. I was so sad. Someday, PEI, I'm coming to you. On the Orient Express with vampires. Nice. Erica, I'm reading that book too. That book is kind of scary. I can't read it at night. Salem Witch Trials. Aw, Debbie. You can come and read in my living room someday. New England. I know, Debbie. We need to have like a PEI meetup. Just like, this is when I'm going. If you guys want to come too, let's go. Lisette, we're all coming to your house. Okay, Lisette, what is the best time of year to come when it's not freezing cold. I know it doesn't get super hot there, I don't think, right? But I don't wanna be there when it's totally overrun with tourists. So what would be your recommendation? What would be the best time of year to come to Prince Edward Island? We're gonna read some more too in a minute. Is it Monet? Is that how you say it? We're gonna read more, don't worry. I bet you there's, like, house rentals, like Airbnbs, but, like, bigger, right? So you can have, like, 10 people. We could do a reading retreat in PEI, but I don't wanna read the whole time because I'm in PEI, I need to go do all the and things. Okay, my other question, if if you could sit down and chat with one of the characters that you were just reading, who would you talk to, or what would you ask them, or what would you talk about? Read, crochet, and tour. Sounds lovely, Sherry. I'm in. September is what I was thinking too, because I feel like it gets cold earlier up there. Tess can tell the future. Be like going to the what's the girl in The Death of Mrs. Westaway that I just read. Have your future read for you. Give Mary a hug. I felt that way about Molly when I was reading Wives and Daughters, Molly Gibson. Hotel in Oregon for bookish people. All the rooms are theme based on books. That sounds fun. Didn't somebody just go there? Elizabeth Ann from Elizabeth Ann Reads. Lisa, I did not start my blanket because I'm not going to do a granny square one. I did find it. I'll show you. I showed them a few minutes ago. I decided on this one instead. This is for you, Lisa. I'm going to make this textured gingham. It kind of has that square look, but it's not granny squares. Okay, I would probably tell a lot about this one guy, Ben. I don't have people in my book yet, except the little girl who's a dog walker, Julia. So I'm just getting to know Bob and his doggish ways. And it did kind of review a little bit of what happened in The One and Only Ivan. So there was a little bit of overlap there, but from Bob's perspective, how he landed in Ivan's cage and how they become friends. Yes, Anne just went. I want to go there too. There's got to be a literary B&B on the East Coast. Let's find one, Rainy. I'm in. I've been to the West Coast twice, but always to like visit people. Newport, Oregon. That's fun. That you go every year. That's so cool. In New York City, there's one. I could do that. Not right now. Nobody can go to New York right now. Their Governor Cuomo shut it down. My mom lives in New York and I cannot go visit her right now. It's very sad I might not be able to go up for Thanksgiving because Virginia is on the list of 32, I think, states that can't come into New York unless you quarantine for 2 weeks. So, yeah, no traveling to New York right now. I would be down for one in South Carolina, Sherry. I need to look that up. How do they keep you out? I don't know how they keep you out. I don't know. I don't know. The last time I went up, I think was in July, and Virginia just got added to the list while I was on my way there. So I just stayed at my mom's house. It didn't really go anywhere. But now it's like 4 months later, 3 months later, and I feel like I feel like they can pull me over with my plates, Virginia plates. And I don't know. I don't know if they can or not. I don't know what they're doing. So I might just go anyway because it's Thanksgiving and it's my family, but we'll see. Sometimes I'm a rule follower and sometimes I just want to break the rules. But I like to break the rules that don't feel like it's going to cause a lot of problems if I break them. We'll see. I know, Cheryl. I love having my mom and sister in my vlogs. Let's see. I did not read that novel, Big Girl. Something about, I don't know what that is. The list keeps getting longer and longer for New York. I know, Bailey, it's crazy. Um, I think people will still travel too, but then I get nervous about that because my brother, who does live here with me, is vulnerable because of a blood disease that he has. So I just, I on purpose try to be very careful about going places. I don't know. It's tricky. It's tricky. You have to go through a gate when you go through California. That's crazy. That is crazy. Okay, guys. Are you ready? In just like a minute or two, let's do another 15-minute let's do another 15-minute sprint. Get some more reading in. I always feel funny when people come into the chat when we're in the middle of a quiet. But it's okay. That's what we're here for. Chat and read. Silver Beach Hotel. I would love to go to Oregon and go to Powell's and go to that literary hotel that y'all are talking about. I have a zillion places on my list of places I want to go. But, all right. I'm coming, Debbie. Someday when I come to the northeast, not northeast, northwest, I'll come. We'll hang out. We could all meet up at Powell's. Done and done. Yay. You were there for 6 days and went to Powell's 5 times. I love it. That's funny. That's how you got to do it. I was just thinking today, we have, you've probably seen some people do bookstore vlogs at McKay's bookstore. When I first moved here to Richmond, we had a McKay's, and it's like a huge warehouse of used books for so cheap. The cheapest used bookstore I feel like I've ever seen. And they would buy back books from you. Then my McKay's here in Richmond went out of business like 4 months after I moved here. So sad. So now I have one like an hour and a half away, but I have a cousin who lives near there. So I'm talking with her about possibly having like a outdoor dinner meetup and then go to the bookstore. We'll see. But okay, you guys ready? Get your books. Get your books going. I'm going to set the timer again. We're going to do 15 more minutes. Jennifer, you live in Raleigh. That's on my while I live in Virginia bucket list of day trips I want to take, or like maybe stay an overnight there, because I've never been to the Raleigh, Durham, Chapel Hill, all that area down there. I want to kind of go exploring someday. So let me know if there's good bookstores down there because I'm going. Debbie, thanks for stopping in. Go feed your husband. I love it. All right, we're doing 15 more minutes. It's 8:45. We'll do it till 9 and then chat a little bit more and then decide if we want to keep going or not. But get your books ready. I'm going for more of the one and only Bob. Don't mind me if I tear up. Not yet. I'm getting early. It's early in the book. I'll tear up towards the end, I'm sure. Katie. Okay. Cute little marigold. Goldie. All right, guys. 15 minutes is on the clock. Start. Here we go. Time's up, friends. Can you hear that timer? How'd you do? How's your book going? How are you feeling about it? I read about 40 more pages. This one goes by really fast. Good job, 20. Cece, I hear you. Nice, Sarah. Breaking the 200 pages. Good job. Nice, nice, nice. Hi, Sharon. Welcome. We just got done with a 15-minute reading sprint, which is why it was quiet a second ago. Everyone's just kind of sharing their reading. Another 2 or 3 pages, 2 more chapters, 15 pages. You guys are awesome. So I was thinking, sorry, I need to readjust my sitting. As I was just reading, I was thinking about, I was going to ask, like, what is the most recent emotion in your book? But then I was like, it'd be kind of more interesting to hear, do you guys feel like you are more emotional readers or more critical readers? Or like some kind of combination of those two things. So do you think you read, I don't know how else to word that. Both. Yeah, I am most definitely an emotional reader. I'm always so impressed by people who can read critically, because I could never be a copy editor or like a proofreader, because I get so caught up in the emotions of the story. I get so caught up in the story that I don't notice. I mean, if there's a glaring grammatical error or something, I'll notice it, but I have a really hard time reading critically because I tend to be such an emotional reader. I am at home. This is my home. It's my messy bookshelf, my pineapples that I'm going to eat later. This is going to be a project for someday. Look at it. It's just overwhelmingly full. Hey, Elizabeth, I hear you. I've been talking about books on YouTube for 4 years, and I still feel like I'm way more of an emotional reader than critical. So when I review a book, I often talk about how it makes me feel rather than how well it's written, because I'm not very good at being critical. I like hearing other people be critical about books. Not critical in a bad way, but just like how they approach books. But yeah, I don't know. Looks like my bookcase. So this bookshelf next to me is my read books that I've kept. So they just keep getting stacked on top, stuffed in. I think because they're my read books, I think I'm going to rainbow shelf them. I tried having rainbow shelves in my TBR room, my library room, but it didn't last. I needed to be alphabetical. So no. So yeah, this shelf is in my living room and it's my read books. So everything on here I've read and kept. I probably could go through and unhaul a few more, but I think I'm gonna rainbow it. Yeah, Kim, typos do make me crazy, but okay. That's not nice. Oh, Leister rocks. You are an epilogue. How can you stop? Don't stop. Go finish. Thank you. Thank you, Nikki. Doesn't happen very often on my channel that I don't get nice comments, because you guys are amazingly wonderful. I've had a couple people be critical, but I don't mind. I don't mind critical if it's with a purpose, not just to be mean. Anyways, yes, so this shelf will be rainbow. I might have to like vlog that somehow, like record that process of reorganizing this shelf. I did try when I first brought them all out here, I tried to do it by genre. Like I tried to put all my World War II books together, my fantasy books together, but it just didn't work right for me. So then I kept pulling books off for videos, and now it's just turned into a mess. But yes, go finish your book. I will probably do this again sometime, but I don't know when. I think I started to hear rain here too. It was supposed to rain tonight. Today I went to a cemetery to go for a walk. We have a big cemetery in Richmond called Hollywood Cemetery, and there's a couple presidents buried in there and some other people, but it's just, I've never been there before, so I wanted to go, and there's lots of trees and it's really beautiful. I don't know why I said that. I think because I was going earlier in the day because I knew it was supposed to rain tonight. But yeah, Ambi, I'm with you. How I feel about a book definitely impacts my rating, not just how well the book is written. Yeah. So that's why I feel like I'm definitely an emotional reader. Ginger, what book did you pick up tonight? Oh, sorry. I think it's 9:00. It's been an hour. I don't mind staying on. How do you feel about just keeping on here for a little bit? Oh, the Dream Daughter's so good. Terry, don't worry, we're still here. I feel like I'm just going to read tonight, so maybe we'll stick on here, chat a little bit more, and do another reading sprint and just keep going. So yes, okay, you guys are in. I love it. Let's read some more. So we'll read for it's 9:07. We'll read for 9:08. We'll read for 2 more minutes and then hit up another 15-minute sprint. I like doing it with other people. It's kind of motivating. I could probably finish this book tonight. Oh no, not tonight, but I'll get more than halfway. If you need to go, that's totally fine. Jennifer, I hope that you have a wonderful day tomorrow. You guys, I don't know if you saw that during the last sprint. Jennifer Dobbs is getting married tomorrow. Ah, so exciting. I hope that you have a wonderful day. Now you're just showing. I'm not showing off, Sarah. It's a middle grade written in verse. It goes quick. I can't help it. But I think, Chloe, we had a couple people who said they were doing Dewey's this week, today, right now. That's okay, Ambi. It's not about the quantity of how many pages you read, as long as you're enjoying what you're reading. Yes. For those who came in late, I'm reading The One and Only Bob tonight by Catherine Applegate. Sorry for the glare on there. It's a library book, so it has this plasticky cover. I'm loving it. I shouldn't say I'm not loving it as much as I liked The One and Only Ivan yet, but I like Catherine Applegate's writing very much. For those of you who just have come in late, what are you guys reading tonight? Yes, this is free verse. I think that's what it's called. I'm not sure of the technical name. Free verse. I kind of call it prose poetry because it reads like prose, not like poetry, but each chapter has a title as if it's another poem. So each chapter has a little title on it. I don't know what you officially call it, but I, Ambi, am thinking of trying to read the rest of my Kristen Hanna books that I have on my shelf as a goal for 2021. I've started thinking about goals for 2021. Yeah, no, this doesn't feel like poetry when I'm reading it. It doesn't feel like I'm supposed to be getting some other meaning from it. It's just written that way. It has a real rhythm and flow to it like poetry does. but it doesn't like break my brain. Do a readathon for Chris and Hannah. I'm not sure about that, but I have a couple authors that I've collected quite a few of their books, and I'm going to try to read through what I own of them. I think I'm going to pick 3 or 4 of them, maybe 5, because that's just 5 seems like a good number, but that seems like a lot of books. I might have to pick 2 or 3. All right. Oh, I missed it. 9/11. It's 9/11. Let's do another 15-minute sprint. You guys ready? Here we go. It's going to be a movie, I think, right? Firefly Lane. Are they making that one a movie? Sorry. Here we go. 15 minutes. Dun, 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 dun. Go, go, go. Read some more. Oh, let me write that. Time's up. Hey, readers. Stop. Shh. How's it going? How was that sprint for you? How did you do? I think I read about another 40 pages or so. Welcome back. You got to do what you got to do, Sarah. 24 pages left, Cheryl. How can you stop? I always get to that point and I just can't stop. Hi, Amanda. Welcome. We just got done with a 15-minute reading sprint. 40 pages. Middle of chapter 10. 2 more chapters. Rocking it, Christy. Oh, go finish Anne's wedding. Yay for a finished book. 0 pages. You're starting a new one tomorrow. Well, that makes sense. Hey, guys. If your name, like Frostbite Gaming, I don't know what your first name is. If your YouTube name doesn't have your first name, can you tell me what it is so I can learn them? Like the Curly Reader, I know that's Amanda. Sodbuster Living, I know your first name, but I forgot right now. Lawrence, hello. Nice. Night Owl, what's your first name? Chloe. Hey, girl. Shalise, that's pretty. Mandy, do you say it Mandy? Paper clips. Monet, is that how you like mark? What do you mark with your paper clips? How do you use your paper clips? If it's going to have a million, you're marking something. Okay, Mandy, good. Thank you. You need to feed the cat. Welcome, Christy from Texas. You're late to the party, but this is a party that just hasn't stopped yet, so no worries. We're trucking along. You mark your favorite parts, like a good quote that you like, or a scene that you like, or how. And others of you join this conversation. Do you annotate your books in any way? Do you tab them? Do you write in them? Do you write down in a journal that you keep next to you? I'm reading The One and Only Bob. Chloe. I just started tonight and I'm on page 129. 129. But it's like middle grade, kind of written in verse. So it's a quick read. Storykeeper, what's your first name? I'm just coming right out and asking now. So you underline and tab, Bailey. I don't. Okay, sticky note. I like the idea of annotating, Sarah says, but I don't think to take the time to do it. Tabs for physical, highlights for ebooks. Favorite scenes, favorite quotes in a journal. So when I'm buddy reading a book, I usually keep a notebook nearby so I can write things down to remember to talk about with a buddy. But if I'm just reading on my own, I don't do anything. You take notes in Google Docs. I just use darts. Book darts are cool. Little Book Nerd, what's your first name? I feel like I should know some of these, but I don't. Yeah, I have a hard time with fiction books sometimes underlining in them because I often don't keep them. I'll often send them somewhere else after I'm done. So, no, that's okay. No worries. Okay, that's done. I can do that. And Amber, I'll probably forget, but it's good to know. I'm always interested to hear how people annotate their books. I just get so caught up in it. This goes back to being an emotional reader, like we were talking about earlier. I just get so caught up in the story that I don't want to stop to underline something or write something down or take notes about it. I just want to continue on with the story. But I also, I think it was it June or July, I wrote down some quotes from books that I was reading and I loved having quotes from those books. But what am I going to do with them? I'm not going to save that kind of stuff. I guess. I don't know. I guess if I kept a reading journal, it would be more something to have in there. I don't know. Just interesting. Yeah, Bailey, I donate a lot of my books too. I don't keep a reading journal. Terry, I should be using your new mug, the mug you sent me. I love, by the way, I just used it yesterday. It's in the wash right now. It's in the dishwasher. No, I don't have a dishwasher. It's in the sink. Yeah, Kim, I'm the same. Like, I don't tab or write anything down unless I'm talking about it with other people. Then I sometimes will mark parts that I want to share or highlight or things that stood out to me. Hi, Aiden. That's right, Hope. I do have an American dishwasher right here. Sometimes my brother too. Yeah, I do sticky notes quite a bit, but yeah, not. But usually I just, not if I'm not reading it as a buddy read. I only do it with buddy reads. Okay, question. What is my favorite bookish book? Bookish book like book about books? Ooh, that's a good one. Bye, Hope. Have fun walking the dog. Favorite book about books? Answer. You guys can all answer too. Favorite book about books? I just recently read The Bookshop on the Corner by Jenny Colgan. That was very sweet. But I loved The Giver of Stars, which is like pack horse librarians bringing books up into the mountains, and The Bookwoman of Troublesome Creek as well. I like those because I like the historical fiction aspect, and historical fiction is my favorite. But I did really like Bookshop on the Corner. I love all kinds of retellings, fairy tale retellings, Pride and Prejudice retellings. I love any kind of retelling. I really want somebody to write a good persuasion retelling because that's my favorite Austen. And I've read 2 persuasion retellings now that were good but not great. 84 Charing Cross Road, that's on my TBR list on Goodreads. I don't own it, but that's something I'm on the hunt for. Ginger, that sounds cool. I love the idea of a bullet journal. I just would never keep up with it. So I do keep some things in a journal that you'll see sometimes, but let's see. The writing craft, like about the craft of writing, Christy, then they help you understand fiction so much better. That makes sense. Listen, guys, I was an English major in college, and I took all those kind of writing literary criticism classes, and I had to read a lot of that stuff. I was the senior English major taking my papers to the writing lab because I'm not a good writer. Bookwoman, Giver of Stars. Yes, Terry, you need to read it. It's so good. Rainy, I love that idea. Hey, let's do one of those traveling book things, Rainy. I don't know how to set it up, but like you should write some notes in it as you read it, 84 Charing Cross Road, and then like annotate it however you want. Post-it notes or write right in it, and then I'll read it and annotate it, and then I can send it on to someone else. That would be fun, wouldn't it? And then eventually it can come back to you, and that would be really cool because then you'd have a couple different people's notes in it. Bookish Life of Nina Hill, I did not enjoy. Yeah, it was like, okay, forgettable. The main character drove me nuts. Um, Terry, I do that too when I've watched lives. I comment out loud to people. Yes, Shalise, um, I can do that. Shalise, I said it right, right? Rainey got it too. Um, I love, yeah, no, I love that idea of a traveling book. I've seen other people do it, but I've never been a part of it. Sisterhood of the Traveling Books. I love it. Oh man, too funny. Chloe, and you're always in for it. I love it. My favorite Kristen Hanna that I've read so far is The Nightingale. I did like The Great Alone, but that was a little more too sad and depressing. I love The Nightingale, but Kristen Hanna always makes me cry. Favorite book ever is like impossible to answer, Aiden. Sisterhood of the Traveling Book. We need to do this, right? I love it. Yeah, Great Alone. I mean, every Kristen Hanna book has me crying my eyes out, which I don't hate. I like to cry in books, and a lot of books make me cry. But The Great Alone just had like not enough hope and redemption at the end. There was some, but yeah, I love it. Favorite TV show. I just finished watching Schitt's Creek, which is hilarious. And I'm a fan of Bachelor Nation everything, which is ridiculous, but I like to make fun of it because it's ridiculous. Oh yeah, Susan Meisner makes me cry every time too. In which one? In The Great Alone, the romance between the main character, Lawrence. Oh, Sweep is so good. I'm glad that you enjoyed it. Yeah, there was a lot that made me really, really sad in The Great Alone. All right, guys, let's do one more sprint of 15 minutes. And then I think I'm going to call it a night at like 10. So we can fit in a 15-minute sprint and then chat for the last few minutes and then wrap it up. How does that sound to everybody? One more reading sprint. This has been fun. I can't believe there's still 54 people here. That's amazing. Okay. So I'm going to set my timer. It's 9:39. That's perfect timing. 15 minutes. I don't want the party to end. We'll definitely do this again because it was pretty easy, and I want to try out a different streaming thing. And I read like every night, so some other time I will invite y'all to join me and come read along. Okay, here we go. Ready? 15 minutes. We got it. Ready, set, go. Bust out your book. Time to stop. Holy moly, it's getting good. There was just a tornado. How did everyone do? How's your book? Did anything surprise you? Oh, go big again. Oh, Shalise, I love that you're reading the Anne books. Stuff is going down. Sweet. I love it. From 0 to 0. Well, you're starting a new one tomorrow. What are you starting tomorrow, Lawrence? Lawrence, right? I'm trying to remember everybody. I didn't know, Rainey, that you were reading The Woman in White. Did you just start? Or are you just changing books? Because I wanted to read that this month too. Oh, that's right. Pretty Girls. I remember now. No, I can't read Pretty Girls. I hauled it one time from a library book sale, but decided it's not the book for me. You guys are awesome. I'm nearing the end. I love that you guys all made some progress tonight. Excuse me. Yeah. I've read about 50 pages in mine too. So, but mine's middle grade written in verse. So another Gaskell, that's right. 38 total tonight. That's awesome. Started another book. Beth Meyer. Thank you guys so much for joining in. I love Giver of Stars, Anne. First of all, I'm so glad that anybody showed up because I've never done one of these before, so I wasn't sure how many people I would have, and we had like 50 people, which is fantastic. If you Oh, just for those of you who might not have heard at the beginning, the reason I'm doing this is because I'm so close to 5,000 subscribers and I'm planning something fun for when we get there. I have like 80 more people to go, 85 more people or something like that. So I'm hoping sometime in December, it might be January, um, but I'm hoping soon to do a live with a couple friends, and it will be like a game night, like bookish game night. So it's going to be so much fun. I'm working on it now, so that I'm ready whenever we get to 5,000. But I wanted to practice going live because I've never done that on YouTube. I've done it on Instagram for Middle Grade March with Katie from Life Between Words, but I've never tried it on YouTube. So that's why I wanted to try it. I will be trying it again with another streaming service. This time I just did it straight on YouTube just to get the hang of it. So yeah, I feel like Aiden probably did unsubscribe, and I'm okay with that. Shalice, we had some fun with a little bit of troll action. I don't get that on my channel really ever, so that was kind of fun. Kind of silly, but it just rolls off my shoulders. It's fine. People got to do what they got to do. But you guys are awesome, and I love you so much. And I had a lot of fun tonight, and we'll definitely do something like this again, probably in a couple weeks. Next week is Halloween weekend. I don't participate in anything except I bought myself, oh man, I just dropped it. I bought myself pumpkins, Reese's pumpkins today. That's how I celebrate. So yes, I will be in touch with you about another one. Stay tuned. I'll make sure to post it hopefully a little sooner. Tonight's was kind of spur of the moment, so maybe I'll give a little bit more warning next time. But thanks for participating. I'm going to wrap it up here. It's 10 o'clock. Go finish your books. Thank you for commenting and giving me a thumbs up and being a part of this little corner of the internet. You guys are awesome, and I have so much love for all of you. And thank you for your support and your love and your friendship and all of our good bookish chats. So have a good night. Yes, Debbie, group reads for November for the Goodreads read along are A Walk in the Woods by Bill Bryson and Being Mortal by Atul Gawande. 2 nonfictions. I'll talk about it soon in my November TBR coming up. But love you guys so much. I'm going to end this here. You're awesome. Bye.